Since I already made a list for JDM, it's only expected I give the American car scene some love as well. Let's start this list off with the iconic Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. This magnificent beast is sporting a 5.7 liter V8 that is putting out 285 horsepower. The Pontiac Firebird has had its share in American culture, appearing in old movies such as Smokey and the Bandit. However, this particular model year isn't a superstar, but it still has a very striking appearance. It's a tasteful balance between modern and classic. However, I understand that this look isn't quite for everyone. Regardless, even though Pontiac has closed their doors, I'm glad that within their time on the earth, they've given us such awesome monsters like the Trans Am. If you do decide to buy this car or any Trans Am in general, then make sure to take good care of it and keep the legacy alive. Here's a pleasant surprise and an unsung hero lost in obscurity. The Crossfire isn't quite the looker, and I'm personally not a fan of its styling. However, what it lacks in good looks, it makes up with incredible performance. The SRT6 models are still a bit pricey, with most being just under the 10 grand mark, but what you get is a supercharged 3.2 liter V6 that is thrown down 330 horsepower. The Crossfire SRT6 can do 0 to 60 in 5 seconds flat, and let me tell ya, that's some serious speed for the price. This V6 warrior has earned my respect. Do you want to know the easiest way to tell people you own a Corvette? Well, I mean, the easiest way would be to just lie, but for those who are truthful about their personal lives, if you want to get your hands on a Corvette as soon as possible, then consider looking for C4. You can find C4 Corvettes for as low as $7,000 even, and if you really look hard enough like Street Speed did, you can find some sitting around $2 grand even. Either way, there are a lot of choices to look at, and there are a lot of C4s in general. With each passing year, the value on these things continue to drop like a brick, so don't buy one of these expecting it to be some future classic, unless you get your hands on a Grand Sport. But those aren't exactly cheap to begin with. Regardless of what model you get, you've got yourself a serious performer, and if you run into any problems, just remember that anything and everything that can go wrong with this car has already gone wrong, and someone out there has already found a fix for it. So buying one of these cars is a perfect opportunity to immerse yourself into the car world and learn the basics of taking care of cars. I'm serious, you can probably find everything you need about fixing this car from just reading forums from all the owners. It's a really nice community, so enjoy the pleasant company and the performance. I had to slip in a 4-door entry on this list for anyone who is looking for something fast and functional. I didn't include this car on my cheap sleepers list because Chargers are known by the general public to have a fast appearance, especially ever since the Hellcat variants came out. Either way, the 2006 Dodge Charger RT is putting down some serious numbers, being 340 horsepower and 390 foot-pounds of torque. You can find these as low as $6,000 even, but most will go around for $7,000 to $8,000. They aren't the most reliable thing on the planet, but that shouldn't scare you off, as even if you have to spend a couple thousand repairing one, you've got yourself a powerful workhorse that can carry your family, friends, and whatever else you need it for the next coming years. A 2002 Camaro Z28 is a great car for someone looking for a car that is core to representing American culture, but also not looking for a rust bucket that will scare them off with all the repairs it might need, given 2002 is still 15 years ago. Damn. I feel old. Anyways, this car will give you less trouble than a Firebird or C4 Corvette will, and it will give you just as much fun. That of course is assuming you don't find one that was owned by a horribly irresponsible teenager. They know who they are. That's why I'm recommending the 2002 model year. Alternatively, you could easily find older Zs around 1993 to 1999 for under 5 grand even. But, as I mentioned, the majority of them were in the hands of certain aforementioned individuals. Don't say I didn't warn you. The 2002 model year isn't that bad looking, and if anything, I actually really like its sleek look. Maybe it was just all the Gran Turismo 3 I played as a kid, but this Camaro is one of my favorite Camaros. I get the same nostalgic thoughts when I see a new Edge Mustang. Speaking of which, here's the final entry. If you've been subscribed to me since the start, you'll know that this was a car that I was looking to buy myself, and honestly, if the opportunity presents itself, I still may. Okay, sorry. That was meant as a joke, but now I've thrown myself into a loop about whether or not I was joking just then or not. Maybe by putting it on this list, it'll inspire some of you guys to buy it. That way, it'll stop me from being so indecisive since there will be none left for me. Yeah. That's how you fight indecisiveness, by inspiring decisiveness in others. So, what are you guys waiting for? Buy this car to stop me from buying it. However, if you are seriously considering buying one of these, the time to act is pretty soon since some of them are going up in price. It's getting harder and harder to find Mach ones under 10 grand in great condition. Some pristine ones are running as high as 20 grand. So maybe this will be a good investment for you. Even if you aren't in it for the money, the 4.6 liter 32 valve V8 engine is a beautiful platform to work on. Every new Edge Mustang GT owner envies the engine this car has, as the 32 valve engine just loves to make power. Slap on a supercharger and you'll be well on your way to 500 horsepower. Don't push it too hard though, since it's still an aluminum block. If you want an iron block, you'll have to look at the Cobras, and the Terminator Cobras, well, they aren't exactly cheap. I guess you could buy the S95 Cobras, but since they're older, they'll need some extra care. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you bet your ass that I'm making one of these videos for European cars as well, but that may be a little while from now. Make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and if you like semi-daily uploads about cars and discussion and gaming, then subscribe to my channel for semi-daily uploads. Thanks for watching. Blade Angel out.